Yeah, for sure.
He know I'm not the one that like to be in front of the camera.
Oh, word? Man, well, listen, he brought me out here to do the interview.
No.
I'm just letting y'all know right now.
No. He told me.
I'm just clouded.
Like,
what's up, y'all? Welcome to the Yonkers show. We got Coach Riggins over the men's baseball program here at Prairie View University, my alma mater. Really happy to be here. Now, Coach, we finna get into some fun stuff here today. Growing up, my dad played baseball. My grandfather played baseball. My great-grandfather played baseball, but it skipped a generation. I had listen, I'm trash. One of my favorite baseball movies was Hardball, and I don't know if you saw that movie with Keanu. Okay, great. At least the coach saw it, because when I was asking players and other coaches about it, they had no idea what the movie was. I was doing the whole, I love it when you call me Big Pop. But there we go. Yeah. Now I got faith. Because to me, as an African-American black athlete, you have to have at least seen the movie Hardball one time, especially if you're playing baseball. And speaking of baseball, let's get into it, Coach. Heard a lot of good stuff about the team from the staff. How do you feel about this upcoming season? And don't give me the SWAC media response.
No,
like,
man.
What are some of the things that really bring you joy and excitement to bring that championship? Because at the end of the day, we want the rings.
Wow, I feel great about this season. We brought in a bunch of new guys. I feel like that's going to help us. But the fall went so well.
Okay.
We're bringing in new guys and getting them acclimated to what we do here within the culture we have here. Having new meetings every morning for the first time. Since we've been here, and every kid loves it. Even when we don't have the meeting, they're like, Coach, hey, when we gonna have the next meeting? And it's when you start to have kids to want to learn and want to get better, it's always a good thing, and it shows. And it's been showing on the field since the fall. So I'm very excited about the season.
Oh man, that's good to hear. So y'all, Coach is enthusiastic about it, and we really got to get some people in these seats because we got talent here this year. We got some students that have committed to the program. We got some returners.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool.
We have,
let's get into it.
We have all our starting pitchers returning.
Okay.
From last year. We have returning all our defensive outfielders and our catchers.
Okay.
We're new on the corners and in the middle. But I think that with the new guys that's coming in and mixture with the old guys, it's going to be a great sight to see. It's a great blend. Like sometimes you can have some new guys come in, and sometimes it's just not a quite fit. You just get along to the point to where you get the job part of the team, you get the job done. But no, these kids, the new kids came in and they fit well with the older guys. Everybody get along. Everybody want to do the right thing. You know what I mean? Like and compared to, hey, we just doing this just because
there's some buy-in with the team.
So the buy-in is real.
Okay.
And you, as coaches, know that when the buy-in is real, it gives the team a good team camaraderie to the point to where execution is key. It's easier to execute. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm very excited about it, man.
Okay, cool. So, because team chemistry is super important.
Oh, yes.
I remember when I was on the yard, the team chemistry wasn't there. I had some buddies that I played pool with in the pool hall, and they dreaded practice.
Yeah.
It's like, man, I just got to get there. I heard some pretty crazy stories. We're not gonna divulge into that. We got to do coach and staff, but man, so that's great that team chemistry is there. So, what does that look like from a team leader point of view? Like, how does baseball function? Like, is there team captains? Do we got people that stand out and are kind of like that guy that just kind of really speaks to team chemistry and people galvanize and follow?
Well, for us in our program, we don't have captains, we have leaders. And so I don't conversate with the players as much as I conversate with the leaders. Okay. I let the leaders know, hey, I may not like what I see, or hey, I do like what I see, and they convey it to the guys that's on their team, right? So we have 5 leaders. We got 3 position player leaders and 2 pitchers leaders. We're all broken up into groups, and when if something needs to be said, I would say it to the leaders, and the leaders will relay it to their team members, and it worked for us.
Okay.
And everybody, like I said, is the buy-in, you know, and sometimes that is hard to take, you know, constructive criticism from one of your teammates, or to take advice from one of your teammates, but it worked for us.
Okay.
And that's a big part of us being able to stay together and be on the same page, because a team that can police themselves is a team that's hard to beat.
I
and
see
so
what you're
that
saying.
and
so you don't have micromanagers running around trying to.
We have a culture here that, you know, that, you know, as coaches we have set up, and within that culture is how we live, and this is how we manage it.
So when you talk about how we live, what is the regiment that you instill for the players? Because I've heard everything from, man, we up at 5 a.m. We got practice at this time. We got meal. What's the day in the life for that you instill for the team here as far as the players?
Well, it depends.
It depends.
So on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we'll have a team meeting early in the morning before we go to weights, and it's a big part of what we do.
Okay.
As far as the team meetings, you know, sometimes it's for us. You know, I noticed that kids like to learn more either when it's on paper and when it's visual. So we do a lot of our meetings and stuff on what we do throughout our culture, as far as practice and what we're trying to do from the offensive standpoint and defensive standpoint. It's easier for them to see what I need them to do when it's on paper and when it's on video. And so that is what the morning meetings to be about. And then we'll go to weights. And if I need to, you know, structure an early workout or extra work or anything like that, then I would do so.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
But
so
that's pretty much, you know, throughout the week.
Like, you can't get a sauce up. I know all our major competition is watching us right now trying to get the sauce. We're not giving it up. We're not telling y'all how we make these players, what they are.
Yeah.
You want to find out what that's like, check out Pvamu Baseball. Ideally, recruits, upcoming talent. I was trash at baseball. Let me just put that out there. Super trash. But what's that like for the recruiting process? Like, could you speak to that a little bit?
Oh man, it's competitive when it comes to recruiting. I think we all be recruiting the same guys. You know, it's just about getting out there, being truthful to the recruits, being honest. And I'm a blunt, honest type person. I don't lie to kids. I don't lie to parents.
Okay.
I'm just going to give
That's
it
good.
to you like that, because if I lie to you during the recruiting process, once you get here and you figure out that I lied to you, then you're gonna think I'm lying about everything. So I choose not to.
Okay.
It helped me more than it ever hurt me. You know, so, but I got two coaches that you know do a good job with getting the kids in here. You know, the school cell itself. You know that it's a great campus. It's a great environment.
Proud alone.
You know what I mean?
Hey, listen. Pardon me, Coach. Let me say, fellas, you want to talk about an experience.
Yeah.
This campus is gonna be the best time of your life, socially, academically, and athletically. It is plenty of stuff you can get into that's positive enrichment. Now, this is the Yonkers show, so I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. It's a different life when you're a student athlete on this campus. How you brand yourself, we talking about taking it to the next level in your experiences. And you can come here and be your authentic self and really grow and have the resources that you need with the staff and the experiences. So if you didn't hear from anybody else, I'm gonna tell you, because the coach ain't gonna be able to say it, you can have a ball out here. You can play ball, you can make good grades, and you can leave with an experience that will transform your life. So with that being said, this is the place to be. And with that being said, like, what's some advice that you would give to a player that is looking to go to the next level They could have played small ball, pee-wee, whatever they call it, to this point now, and they're in that transition phase where they're thinking about college, where they want to go. What are some of the points, some pointers, some game that you would give them to prepare them to catch your eye? What do you look for in recruits?
Oh man, it depends on what position. I would just say just shortstop, since I played shortstop in college.
Okay.
I'm always looking for good footwork. You know, high baseball IQ. And sometimes you can see that throughout their play. Good footwork, good hands, the ability to command the infield, to be a leader in the infield, and also you know, direct the outfield in situations to where he felt like they should be placed according to whoever the hitter is, right? So yeah, I just look for kids that love the game, that have passion for it, and know the game. You don't have to always be the top tier talent in order to compete at a high level. You just have to know the game.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I truly believe that a kid that understands the game, know the game, he can compete at any level, because he will always be at the right place at the right time. And so, and unfortunately, you know, we don't go out and get the you know, the power arms or the power bats. So we have to develop that. And so those are the intangibles that I look for when I go out to recruit.
Okay.
A kid that's able to be coachable.
So that's what you're looking for. If you're ready to get that scholarship, if you want to play at the next level, and you're in the development stage, like, this is what coaches are looking for at the best schools, because PVU is the best school. And we got some exciting stuff lined up. So part of the reason why I'm here is because I want to shed a light on HBCU men's baseball athletics. I feel like, personally, from my experience, I never attended a game while I was here. I had too much going on in the yard. I was an engineering major. I was a social person, so I was out there on the yard doing my thing at Hump Day. That's the selling point. If you don't know what Hump Day is, do your Googles. Athletes, Hump Day is a great time every Wednesday. But what would you speak to as far as student engagement, and why is that so important for baseball? I look at it like the players are so in tune that I don't see the personality come out of them, and that's I want to see the swaggy guy walk out there, do his thing. I'm drawing a blank on the player from the White Sox, and I'm an Astros fan, so that's personal. But when he hit the bat and just bat toss,
man,
and just walked off, I was like, hey, we here.
Tim Anderson.
Yeah. And if you know, Tim Anderson got a bit of stuff going on. It's like, but when he now, I heard that wasn't professional or whatever the case may be, but that's what I want to see. I want to see that personality. So I said a lot, but speaking to the point of how do we show swag in the SWAC with the men's baseball program? What's your views on that?
Oh man, to be honest with you, it have always been shown.
Word?
Ever since, you know, I played in the SWAC, you know, it have always been like that.
Okay.
And it's not new. You know
Word.
what I mean? Like,
well, let's get into it.
You know, hey, when I played it was you dare to do whatever you want, man. We didn't have guys hit home runs and did the Dion behind around the bases. You know what I mean? So we also had I can't remember the guy's name. He played for Grambling, man, and he used to hit a home run and raise his arm up. And he had a major league sign on his arm.
Oh, that's live. Okay.
You know.
So it's different. It's just you gotta be in to get the buy-in.
Yes, but you know that nowadays they're trying to actually tone it down. You know, 2 or 3 years ago, you know, coaches wasn't having it because we have always done it. Like we wasn't understanding why, you know, they was trying to, you know, take the celebrations and stuff away from us. You know, but no, man, we have always done it.
Okay.
This is nothing new.
Well, teach me something.
You know, so
okay, great. New. So let's switch it up a little bit, Coach. I want you to ask me a question pertaining to this experience, what you're looking to, because we're about to get into some of the real good stuff while I'm here with the CactusJack HBCU Baseball Classic. But I want you to have the opportunity to ask me, as a fan that is newly committed to the program, what's some of the stuff that you want to see? Like, let's get into that. What's the question you got for me?
question for me would be, what have always been your expectation of HBCU baseball?
That's a great question. And to that I say, I want it to look like hardball, coach. I want to see young talent being fly and expressive. Now, of course, they got to be tactful with how they do it, but I want to come to the game and feel like it's a community there. Like, we bought in. Like, we at HBCU. I want to see swag surfing. I want to, like, and that might sound cliche, but at the core of it, it's like if I got 45 minutes to an hour between my classes before I lay up in the phases, I might say, hey, we go watch the baseball game. It's finna be fair. We might get shouted out. They might have something interactive. Like, I see my boy out there that's playing ball doing this thing. Let me point to him and let him know I'm here to support him. And then him see that and say, okay, cool, let me get you that home run.
Right. I think that you're exactly right, because what you just described is what used to always happen when I think. You get what I'm saying? Like, in no matter where, even when TSU McGregor Park on a Saturday, it's gonna always be packed. You're gonna have people, driving by, car shows, and people coming out and support. And even when we play here, the support that we had coming from Houston and kids just showing up throughout the day, like you said, coming to watch the game and supporting their team. Man, it was always a dogfight, when we played here and when we played in Houston, because of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So
Man,
it was the support was crazy. It was crazy. When Texas Southern and PV play, just because of the rivalry.
Yeah, man. I remember Sylvester Turner Park. Sylvester Turner Park, Family Fun Day. I'm from Baker's Homes. If y'all don't know, you know now. But yeah, man, going to the foe, watching that at the park, seeing them play, it was like, oh man, this is so cool. Yeah. So that speaks to my next question. What do you think changed?
To be honest with you, I just think that NCAA got involved with it at the high levels, and then they wanted to, not to say the high level, but Power 5, and they wanted to put a stop to it, man. And so now you can't even celebrate. The only time you can celebrate now is actually in the dugout. You can't have props. You can't have none of those things.
But the fans can, though, right?
But the fans can. They can do whatever besides just being disrespectful to the fans in the stands and the opponents and the kids, the umpires and stuff that's on the field. So the fans, you can come and you can enjoy. You can have a good time and watch some good baseball. So come out, show up.
It sounds like it's on us. Is what I'm hearing.
Let's have fun while watching.
It sounds like it's on us. We got to make it pop. We got to bring the culture to this and put PV on the map. We got to be the beacon of light for what swag is. It's on us. So if all y'all that got questions out there saying baseball ain't this, baseball ain't that, it's time to pull up and make a change. And starting with that is the CactusJack HBCU Classic. And I probably butchered the name, but y'all know what I'm talking about. We got Travis Scott in the building. He throwing this thing at Minute Maid. If you know, you know. This is the second year they done this. Last year I wasn't able to make it because your boys had to get his work right. But now I'm making it a priority to be there. And I'm bringing my camera crew with me. We go record and we go show y'all what it's like to be engulfed in HBCU baseball, SWAC baseball. We got tournament style, multiple games going in one day. And it's about to be a show. PV got primetime play. The first night we got the primetime game. The second night we got the primetime game. We go chill on Sunday, but you ain't got no excuse. Friday, when you go to work, you can catch our game. Saturday, you catch our game. Sunday, at the church, pull up to the game. But coach, let's get into that. How you really feel about this? Because this is amazing for me. But what are some of the things you looking to get into with this opportunity? It's the second year we did it. How we go scale it so that we bring more awareness to it?
No, first of all, I would like to say thank the Astros and Travis Scott for actually putting that on for us. But for me, I like the venue and the tournament because it gives our kids a good opportunity to play at a MLB stadium. You know, that's some of the things that they've been dreaming to do, and they're able to do it while they're in college. If they don't have an opportunity to go play at the high level, they can always say that, hey, we played at a mid-May park or at the MLB stadium. But it also gives us a bigger platform. It gives people or fans an opportunity to see us that probably can't see us because now we're playing on TV.
On TV.
Yeah.
Okay.
On TV.
But TV ain't it though. We pulling up in person. Like, I feel you. Now I ain't knocking the TV, that's great. So the people that's out of state can tune in, but if you in the Houston area, if you in Dallas, if you in McKinney, wherever, if you within a couple of hours, you need to be at this event. It's 3 days. Get your little telly. It's at Minute Maid. We get some great food there around in the city. Tap in with me if you need to know what's to do outside of that. And Coach, let's get back into that. Minute Maid.
Yes.
I remember the first time I went as a kid, me and my pops, when we was in the nosebleeds. And I guess that's when he knew baseball wasn't finna work for me, because my hand-eye coordination was just terrible. I was trying to catch field balls that wasn't nowhere near me. Like, I didn't even know the science behind it. But let's tap into what are some of the things as a coach that you're looking forward to take advantage of this moment? Like, what's the preparation like?
To me, the preparation is the same. It doesn't change because we're playing in Minute Maid.
All right.
The one thing that we want to do, we want to be prepared. We want to be prepared for anything when it comes to baseball, because you really don't know what's going to be thrown at you as far as personnel.
Okay.
So we have to prepare our kids to be ready to compete at a high level, regardless of the opponent we're playing. So the preparation stays the same.
Okay. That speaks to just his coaching style and his excellence, because me personally, if I find out that I'm going to be playing in Minute Maid, I'm out there trying to mix it up a little bit. I'm trying to give them something to see. I'm trying to go viral on social media, and that's like a segue into how I'm here. So for y'all that don't know, the social media page, whoever's running that is doing a great job, because they made a reference to power. So 50, if you're watching this, I know you're in the city. I expect to see you there as well, because he claiming Houston now. But he was like, I'm gonna be looking for y'all like Ronnie if y'all not showing up. And that to me was, hey, nobody wants to smoke with Ronnie. Season finale is about to, it probably dropped already, but you don't want to see Ronnie at this game. So be there, so that way you're in good graces. So that's just a good segue into what we're doing now. And then also we got another event coming up, the Vero Beach, Florida, for the MLB Andre Dawson Classic. Yeah. So what's that like? Is that break that down for me, for the people that might be in Florida or traveling to Florida for that?
Well, it's an event we've been doing since I've been here. It's going on our 9th year. Okay. Normally it's the Andre Dawson Classic that we usually do in New Orleans. Oh, okay. But this year they switched it up. They want to move it to Vero Beach, Florida, and we're playing at the big complex at Jackie Robinson Classic. I mean Jackie Robinson Complex 42. Yes, sir. And they wanted to. I guess I don't know why they changed it. But I guess they wanted to showcase the facilities and stuff to the world that don't know. But yeah, man, it have always been a great venue for us since we've been here. I have a good time when we play there. It's a good venue. They take care of us really well. Same as Travis Scott and the Astros. It's great for us, and especially for our conference, because the majority of the schools that are playing in that conference have an opportunity to play in two good venues back to back that Major League Baseball actually put on. So it helped us to the point to where we're able to go out and compete in a big venue.
Absolutely.
Of a lot of HBCUs, and it put us in I would say a good environment, and to where we can showcase our ability, and for the world to be able to see us. So
we got the world watching.
Yes,
we got the world watching.
Yes, and that's always good, man, because it's, you know, unfortunately we don't have, you know, TV deals and all those things that to where, you know, we have our own TV station. Like, as far as every last one of our games are going to be on TV.
Well, y'all on the Yonkers show now.
Yeah.
So we worldwide with it. We got people watching
that.
all over. Y'all just got y'all first official TV deal. We got to wait till the ink dry, but the Yonkers show is working on a partnership. But, Coach, NIL is a big deal for athletes now. I'm not going to get into a whole traditional NIL. Get your money. From what I heard, Coach cool with you getting your money. He ain't going to pocket watch. He ain't go ball a block. If you coming in and you fly and you got that with the sneaker deal, run me a size 12 though, or a shirt or something. But you can come in and get your money and play ball too, but keep the main thing the main thing. Don't let short-term change stop you from long-term gain. And that's a little bit of Yonkers on there. I'm gonna speak for Coach on that one. We didn't have a little dialogue about it, but we got some good stuff going. So, Coach, I thank you for your time, and let's get into some fun stuff though. Like, let's talk about some of your best experiences as a player. Where did you play ball at?
I played baseball at Texas Southern University. Yeah.
Oh man, so you know some people, they might feel a way about that, because usually what we do is we send people from the Hill to TSU so that we could bring them up. So you mean to tell me your experiences there is gonna help you take us to the next level?
Most definitely.
Well, I'm with it, because I just want to win. Go ahead, let's get into it.
No, I mean, you know, it's not to throw. I'm not throwing shade. No way.
Nah, we just
my time at you know, at Texas Southern was great for me.
Okay.
Especially coming from an inner city kid in Houston, moving from a little small town, Crockett, Texas.
Good barbecue.
It was different for me.
Yeah,
right? And so moving from maybe a class of 80 to 100 people into a class of 700. So it was always different for me. No, but playing baseball at Texas Southern, Coach Candy and actually Coach White, which is on my staff right now, you know, they taught me a lot. Okay. They taught me a lot about being a man. You know what I mean? The baseball stuff was literally just secondary.
Okay.
But I love every minute of it. I enjoyed it. I made some good friends. We're still friends to this day. I'm quite sure we're going to see probably almost close to 100 to maybe 150 guys that's going to be at the game at Minute Maid to celebrate our coach, Coach Candy. But no, man, my time at Texas Southern was great on and off the field. So.
I'm glad you made that transition. I personally couldn't do it. Like, a little bit about myself. My college family is split. We had TSU and we had PV. I wasn't mature enough for TSU. I would have been wild. You talking about McGregor with the car show? Yeah. I grew up hearing about that. My parents was at the music video for Pat back in the day. It was just bad business. I couldn't do it, man. I probably wouldn't have graduated. I tell everybody TSU cool and all, but I just wasn't ready for it. So I'm glad to have you here. I'm sure the school is glad to have you here. But yeah, we can get into the fun stuff now, Coach. So what's some of the things that you feel like really speak to your experiences here and that you really want to captivate? Because we handled the business, so now we get to get into the Yonkers part of the show. Like, what's some of the stuff you're looking forward to as far as coaching at this school?
Oh man, it's a great place to be. It's a great environment. You know, you have your own facilities here. Great facility, great people.
Yeah, see this?
The one thing I love about the school, and it's everybody else is too. You know what I mean? How much their alums actually love their school.
Oh, we don't play about
the love and the passion that they have for it. You know, it's a good feeling at times. You know, sometimes it can be a little rough. You know, but other than that, man, it's a place that I can see myself here for a long time. I think that the one thing about the old SWAC when we had the Caddies, the Eddie Robinsons, the long-time coaches. Back then, they was able to actually build the culture and build relationship with these kids. And that is something that I'm trying to do here.
Okay.
You know, when Coach Caddy passed away, you know, he had over 300, you know, his ex-players come to his funeral. Like that's the type of leadership and love and passion, not only for baseball, but for the kids that come up under me, that play for me, is what I desire to do. So, no man, I can see myself, you know, being here for a long time.
That's what I like to hear. That was moving, and that's buy-in for me. I'm sorry. This the guy right here. This the coach. We got one more thing. Something really funny. Get into a little story about myself. So when I was back, before we had this beautiful stadium with all these facilities and all this good stuff, this used to be like dirt. And a young budding freshman looking for some trouble to get into, sneaking around in the baseball field, man, I found something. Where it say? I don't got it on me. I gotta go get it out the car. Had to run to the car real quick. Messed up my whole segue, but hey, this is authentic. Now, back to what I was getting at before we broke. Back in the day, freshman year, looking for something to get into. Trouble. I'm not gonna lie, I was wilding back in the day. But I graduated. That's all that mattered. And I got a job. But this field does not look like how I looked when I was a freshman, coach. So your time here, I could imagine you saw some of the changes, but one dark night, and this is the Yonkers show. Me and my partners looking for some trouble to get into, meet some friends, you know, out there in the face. My freshman year, wasn't no visitation. So if you wanted a late night date, you had to get creative. Me, being a lover boy, I'm like, man, listen, we gonna go to the baseball field, we gonna look out at the stars. And as you can imagine, with this weather, that did not happen. We was chilling, everything was cool. Started raining. People taking off, running. Cell phone, all the good stuff. Now, I wasn't no good back in the day. Because I'm out here in the dugout. Now, don't do this now. You do this now, it's going to be problems. Because now we in partnership. But me being in quit, I just found something in the dugout. What does it look like? This look familiar?
Yeah, it's an old PV hat, man.
Vintage PV baseball hat. This was 10 issue. The problem was my head was too big, so I couldn't fit it. But check that out, coach.
Yeah. What year was this, man?
So my freshman year was 2014.
Okay.
So this is a 2K14 team issue hat. I'm not sure if that's something.
I'm quite sure this was team issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's team issue.
Now hopefully
I remember this hat.
Word. Okay, cool.
That,
so little vintage PV going right here. Now, this is where we get to the bag. Is that, coach, I don't want to have to walk around with it. We got to work something out. We got to find. You got a size 7 3/5 back there, something like that. I'm gonna have to work it out.
I'm quite sure I got something back there.
Yeah, we gotta find. We gotta get me. I don't want to walk around with the jug hat. This been in my office at the job. They're like, you should play baseball. I'm like, no, but I know how to run base.
Man, yeah.
Well, this was amazing, coach. Thank you for the time.
Appreciate it.
I'm really excited, y'all. I will be on site for the CactusJack HBCU Classic. We going in all 3 days. We got a lot of fun stuff lined up. It's a happy hour for the alums. We got a brunch on Sunday, and on Saturday it's like a career fair for the high school students to get ready for college and stuff like that. So be sure to show up. A lot of community engagement. You see me there, say what's up, get you on camera, put you out there, and then we gonna get on the field. We gonna get to talk to some of these players too to get them to tell their story, because I'd imagine they got some stuff they want to get off their chest too. So
sure they do.
Let's get into it, Coach. I appreciate you so much.
I appreciate you, brother.
Absolutely. All right, I'll be easy. Throw it up for him one time. What you repping? What you repping, Coach? You know what I'm saying? We can work together every now and then.